When I said that they will draw water heavily from Ganga, there's a small story behind that also. When Adani submitted the application for environmental clearance for this particular project, it was mentioned that the water will be drawn from a river called Chiru. It's a small river in Jharkhand. And they will make a canal or a pipeline of around 7 kilometers to the planned area to draw the water. Nobody knows what's the reason this changed. Adani submitted a new proposal to the Environmental Ministry that they will be drawing water from River Ganga. So the environmentalists and the people who have knowledge about the subject said that this will create a lot of problem downstream, and this might endanger the lives of the Gangetic dolphins. Ganga is 93 kilometers away from the plant. And for this pipeline, another set of land acquisition happened. The story is same there. The story is same there. Some people, some activists, filed a case on this, questioning this decision to the regional bench of National Green Tribunal in Kolkata. They said that, and that's a rule, that if anything changes in a submitted proposal for the environmental clearance, any change happen to it, a new study should be conducted and a completely new proposal should be submitted. That didn't happen. Here only one part was amended and said that we will be drawing water not from Chiru but from Ganga. That's the only change they did, and they didn't do a new study. They didn't submit a new study report, how it is going to affect the environment and ecology. They didn't do that. The bench dismissed the petition. The first was a technical ground. They said, you should have submitted this petition within 30 days of Adani giving that application. Actually, everyone came to know about that much later, months later. That was one technical ground. Second, the order says, and order questions the activist who filed the petition, what is your locus standi? You stay in Delhi. What is your locus standi to file a petition for Jharkhand? That's where we are. Now, let us go to another Mehnat story. This time we will go to Sri Lanka. In 2020-21, the employees unions of Colombo Port. Colombo Port is a major port. It's a very big port. It's seventh largest or seventh busiest port in the world, because a lot of transshipment containers go there. It's a deep port. The employees started a protest and they completely halted the operations of the port and its terminals for 3 days. The reason was that the then Rajapaksa government decided to give one terminal, which was almost 37% already constructed, to the Adani group. So why Adani group? That was the question. And we started the investigation. We interviewed a lot of people, including the Minister of Port and the Chairman of Port Authority. They told us on record that the Narendra Modi government forced the Sri Lankan government to give this port terminal, that is Eastern Container Terminal, to the Adani Group. And somebody told me on my face when I spoke to him, Adani must be a god for you, not for us, and we don't care. We will not let this go to Adani. Okay, everyone said this on record that the Indian government forced. But still we can't go ahead. We need something, some solid proof, because the people who said, they said, I recorded, they can backtrack anytime. They said that, okay, I said this, but he misrepresented it, anything can. Luckily, we got an access to a cabinet memorandum, not one, two, cabinet memorandum, submitted by the Minister of Port to the Sri Lankan cabinet for the approval of this project. And it clearly stated, as per the recommendation of Government of India, to give this terminal to the Adani Group. Dash, dash, dash. That was enough. Mehnat number 2. Right? Let us come back to the Hindenburg report here. See, if we look into all the projects, it will be very big. It's too long. Paranjoy missed few points, like when Adani's business. In last couple of years, Adani tried to venture into copper smelting plant in Mundra. He already got the approval from the Environment Ministry that whatever the pollution, that's okay, fine. That's one. Second, an aluminium mine and refinery in Orissa. Then third, a coal gasification project. A coal gasification means the coal is the basic fuel, and it's a tedious process and a very polluting project. They will use coal to make PVC and polyester. Now decided that after this Hindenburg report came, when the capital expenditure was reworked by the group, they put a hold. I mean, they decided to hold the coal to gasification project for the time being. Let us speak about the airports. Mehnat. In 2019, July, the PMO decided, not Civil Aviation Ministry, the PMO decided to privatize 6 airports, which was then under the Airport Authority of India. If we go through the annual reports and the financials of Airport Authority of India, that is AAI, these 6 airports were making the maximum profits other than major airports, that is Delhi and Mumbai, where Airport Authority of India has 26 and 36% stake each. So people thought, okay, Airport Authority of India will have a stake. It's a public-private partnership project. Then PMO decided to form a group of secretaries to take this project forward. The group of secretaries first met on December 10th. Second time met, this is in 2018, second time met on December 12th, and 14th they floated a tender. So this discussion happened in PPPAC, that is Public-Private Partnership Accounting Committee. A long discussion happened amongst the secretaries and Niti Aayog. We got the minutes of the meeting, the original minutes of the meeting. And when we went through, we shocked. The terms were set in such a way that Adani should fit in. and all airports should go to Adani. Like the Finance Ministry, the Secretary of Finance, Joint Secretary of Finance Ministry, who was part of the committee, he pointed out in discussion that in the long run, Airport Authority of India will not benefit from this, because all the airports given till now privatized, where Airport Authority of India has a stake in that. Here you are saying per passenger fee is the only criteria. The new operator, whoever will win the bid, they will pay only per passenger fee, a certain amount for every passenger who is using the airport. And the developer will have the right to develop the entire land of the Airport Authority of India. If the lands are less, more should be acquired by the government and give to this person or this entity. And that person, that entity will keep the airport after the entity developing it for 50 years. Till now, all the airports like Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Delhi were given 30-year lease. These 6 airports will go on a 50-year lease. Now, more bizarre thing, that after 50 years, if the developer have to give this back to Airport Authority of India, Airport Authority of India have to pay a certain amount. That is the depreciated value of the buildings and the assets the entity which is operating this has been created.